In typical softball fashion, the UW Parkside women's softball team is rounding third and heading for the home stretch of their 2018 schedule this season. And joining us today is head coach Kristin Ortman. Coach, this is your second year with the program, and you've kind of turned this program around. Last year you guys had 19 wins, which is the most since 2010, but this year you guys already have 18 with a couple weeks to go. What have you kind of done to maybe turn this program around, and how has that affected you, or how has that impacted you in the second season?
Yeah, I think that one of the big focuses has just really been on focusing on positives and growth, and we had lots of competitors on our team. Obviously, we're really young, so working through some of those challenges, but just bringing in a lot of positive energy and moving forward, and so far it's really been successful. And I think that with each win and close loss we have, they see how close we are right there with all of our competition, and it just makes them more hungry to keep moving forward.
One of the beauties of playing Wisconsin is that there's a lot of weather issues, especially for an outdoor sport at this time of year, and this year it's been even worse. I mean, the MLB season started their season a week earlier, and they've had a bunch of postponements already. You guys have had postponements, only 4 series here at home. How has that kind of impacted your schedule? You know, being on the road, last weekend you guys were supposed to play at home, but ended up playing on the road instead. What has that been like for your schedule?
Yeah, I think that's a little bit harder, and currently in the GLVC, obviously we're the furthest north school, so I think that it tends to affect us the most. Normally down south the weather's a little bit better, so I don't know that you ever get used to it, but I think in the back of your mind you usually know that if a school's going to have to give up a home game, it's probably sitting in our current conference. So I think that being able to adjust as a team and knowing that we've played in very many different elements, and we always joke with the team that there's never a day where it's exactly the same as the next day. So I think that knowing that they have to adjust, and we've prepared them for that, that they've handled that really well. So
your team is no stranger to playing in close games this year. You guys have played in 23 games that have been decided by 2 or less runs, and you're 14-9 in those games. What does that say about your team to kind of fight through that adversity, and in those close games, they're able to pull it out in the end?
Yeah, I think that, kind of going back to your first question too, I think that handling that pressure, we've done that really well, and knowing that if that other team scores runs before us, that we're all right, we're going to get there, and really trusting our offense and trusting the process, and yeah, having a lot of faith in each other. But they've done a really good job of not giving up and fighting until the end, and as you said, I know that we've won some great games in the 7th inning that have been really fun.
Speaking of winning games in the 7th inning, one of the biggest kind of series for you guys this year has been taking down USI in 2 games here at your home complex. I actually had the honor to be PA for that game, so I saw it up close and personal, but you guys were down late in those games against the GLVC preseason favorite, and you come back in the late stages of those games and win them. What does that say about your team? And we talked about that adversity, but also the fact that they're beating high-quality teams like USI.
Yeah, again, I think that they just continue to fight. And again, they've done a really good job of not letting pressure situations get the best of them, that they're rising up to our training, and that they're going after it, and that they're hungry for those wins, and showing the conference that we're a strong competitor. So.
Well, with 2 weeks left of your season, what are some improvements you guys are looking on making as we head into these last couple games of the schedule?
Yeah, so we have a lot of teams that are right either above or below us in conference, so we've got a lot of winnable games ahead of us. So I think that really pushing hard and playing it game by game, and hopefully that we can get to 25 wins this season. Well,
just 2 series this weekend for the UW Parkside women's softball team. They'll head to William Jewell on Saturday and Truman State on Sunday. With just a few weeks left in their schedule. Kristin Ortman, we appreciate you joining us, and good luck the rest of the season.
Thank you.